Hey y'all, it's Fallonwrites.
This is Mick Muller.
And welcome back to another episode of Old to Young Podcast. I'm going to fix this camera real quick. Sorry about that.
There's a little technical difficulties.
We're recording back to back, so we got a lot of energy from everything we talked about. Probably a little pissed off, and I feel like I have to fix the camera again. I'm so sorry, guys. You're probably going to be so annoyed with me this episode. Because I'm feeling like a perfectionist right now. Anyway, so how are we feeling after recording that last episode? Good.
I just I just wanna keep talking about the fucking the doom scrolling.
I haven't been doom scrolling because I deleted TikTok off my phone for that break, so that's been good.
That's good.
I finished a book. I've been reading books, a lot of books. Love reading, and TikTok has been distracting me from that. But I finished a book last night, which can actually bring me in.
What's the book about?
It's a thriller about a girl that gets stranded on like a remote island in Alaska with only a dog to help her. And that brings me to my pet peeve of the week, because I love this author too, but I'm mad at her. Any author that kills the dog, why would you do that? I wanted to throw my book. It's the second to last chapter. The dog makes it so long. I'm thinking this dog's gonna make it. Like, she's pushing through, like the human girl is pushing through so hard. Like, she's trying to rescue the dog too. And she can't. So this book, I won't give more away about the plot or anything. This is just a trigger warning if you choose to read it. It's called I Am Alive by Kate Alice Marshall. And Kate Alice Marshall, like, really does write some great thriller books. Like, they're fast reads. Like, I finished them pretty quickly. I am just upset that she would kill the dog. There was no reason for that.
God damn. What in the Marley and me is happening around here?
And it was like way worse than Marley. Like, they were like, it was like a survivor, but like they were like trying to survive off of land, and like she doesn't even know what she's doing. She has to figure it all out like on her own. Like, she's 16 years old, trying to survive in the wilderness with nothing and a disability. Like, because she had recently gotten into a car crash and her leg was fucked up. And she somehow survived. But the dog didn't. And I don't want her to go in place of the dog. I wanted her and the dog to escape together. I wanted her and the dog to escape and live a happy life together. And I didn't get that. And I can't believe, I don't like when people kill the dog.
Right. Just don't do it.
Like,
just
why?
don't do it.
As
just
an
don't
author,
kill the dog, dude. You can kill the guy, the bad guy, you can kill that guy, but don't fucking touch the dog.
As an author, I vow to never kill the dog.
I don't know why I'm making this weird accent.
I
sound like Tony Soprano.
I vow to never kill the dog unless it's like, I don't know, like part of a long story where the dog like has been alive for a long time, and at that point it makes no sense that it's still alive. Like, it's like a series, and the dog is like 17 years old, and you're like, how is this dog still living? Well, that
how's this dog still living? He's been breathing really hard lately. He's been, okay. But you know what? We counted for keeping dog alive.
That's
for this whole series.
That's the pet peeve for the week for this episode. What about you? Do you have another one?
Another pet peeve? I would say when people comment, kind of like the last one I was talking about, like when people comment on things that they just, like, it's just unnecessary. Like, why are you even talking to me right now? Like,
no, I feel
about
that.
fashion, or, I feel like, you know what happened to me too this week? Some guy, like they gave me cash, right? And then he was like, kind of made a comment like I was a hooker, and he was like, yeah, this was for the other night, like when he was handing me the cash.
Why was he handing you cash?
He was just handing me cash, He was just handing me cash.
For what?
It was, like, it was at a store. Like change.
Oh, like it was a cashier?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. That's rude. You should report him to his job.
And he made it like what the fuck? This would only happen to me. I get hit on all the time, like at gas stations and like
that's not a
everywhere.
good pickup line. How has he ever gotten anyone with that line?
My favorite one was, "This is your world, and I'm just living in it." That was one gas station worker. I loved him.
That's a pretty good line.
And then another guy, he had me sing to him. And I did actually end up giving him my number, but then he just kept asking me, like, where do you live? And then it freaked me out. Creepy. It was like a little too, I think he was just coming off a little strong, and he only had one Instagram photo. So I was like, okay, I don't want to be, you know, sold into human trafficking.
Yeah, you got me.
Or, you know, like, I just don't know. Like, every time I talk to a man, I'm like, could be sold into human trafficking, can't have a Tinder because they're a human trafficker. I don't know. Okay, that's what women worry about. Okay, like one time I was just on a walk. This man tried to shove me in his van. Okay,
when?
I was like 17,
okay,
and then after that, I just assumed everyone was a human trafficker.
I mean, that checks out because most traffickers want young.
You know, I gave him a cigarette too.
You gave the guy that tried to traffic you a cigarette?
Yep.
Like before or after he tried to shove you into the van?
It was after. Yeah, he came out of his. I was walking down the road.
Why would you give him a cigarette?
I don't know. I was walking. I was walking down the road, and then
can we pause for a second? This human
trafficker saw me. Yeah.
I think your friend is right, and you should go back to your therapist. Please.
Which part? Because of the getting
almost trafficked. Yes, that's the part.
Oh, well, I'm fine.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you.
They didn't actually kidnap me.
They almost. It's traumatic to be almost kidnapped.
Well, you know, it happens all the time to me.
All the time? What do you mean all the time?
Well, people try to have. You know, they try to kidnap me once in a while, you know, shove me in their van or whatever.
That is not normal.
Just a few times it's happened in my life.
That's scary. That is some scary shit.
Well, anyway, so I gave him a cigarette, and then I was like 17, so my parents picked me up for my job, and then they chased down his car.
Good for them.
Yeah, my stepdad did. He like literally
did they beat him up?
He Liam Neeson'd it, and we were at a stop sign, and
you were in the car?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they were like he was driving erratically.
You were in the plot of Taken?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did your stepdad beat this man up?
Well, he got out of the car at the stop sign, and he was trying to beat him up, but he didn't, because the guy wouldn't get out of his car, obviously, because my stepdad's fucking huge. He looks like Bruce Willis, like, but he's taller.
Yeah.
And, you know, more
So they didn't
muscular.
try to shove you into the van. They did shove you into the van?
No, they did not shove me in the van. So I was walking down the road, car sees me. I get a weird feeling because he erratically turned into a parking lot, and then I was like, what the fuck? Like, I knew that this car saw me and then was following me. I knew from that moment that he did a sharp turn when he was going the complete opposite way. So then I start running back towards my job. The car follows me into another parking lot by my job, and then the man gets out of the car, and then I'm like, I'm not going with you, like, I'm not gonna do it, I'm sorry, like, I have a ride, like, I'm fine. And then he's like, okay, can I get a cigarette? And I was like, sure, dude. And then he's like, he was waiting for me to get picked up so he could follow us, but my stepdad, like, I think they saw my stepdad in the car, and they were like, oh, fuck. And then, yeah. So then my stepdad fucking chased the car down, and, yeah. I don't think we actually called them in. Not that it would do anything anyway, because the law enforcement doesn't really care unless it's like...
No, law enforcement doesn't do shit unless they're protecting property or fascism.
Yeah.
Because law enforcement is like a huge part of fascism.
We're talking about a pet peeve. So I don't like when people try to almost kidnap me, and
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Oh, we're talking about comments people make. How did you get there? You said your pet peeve was comments people make. Like, that are unnecessary about your fashion choices or looks.
And then we were talking about hookers, and then
that's how we solved it.
And then I was talking, yeah.
Okay, but I agree with your pet peeve. I care deeply about you, and I want you to get better, and you've gone through some scary stuff, but I don't.
I'm fine, dude. Let's not talk about this right now. I don't need that. Thank you.
No, exactly. That's what I was about to say. I don't think we should get into it on the podcast.
That's fine. Let's just move forward.
The pet peeve.
No, it's funny. That's why people make jokes out of their trauma, and that's what makes it funny, I think.
Yeah, no, I've absolutely made those kind of jokes.
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
Not exactly that, because I've never been almost kidnapped.
Right.
My joke to my friend, we were talking, I don't know why we were talking about this, but we were talking about how many dicks we've sucked. And I looked at my friend, and I say, does it count if he forced me? And then I laughed. He did not.
What? So they did not force you to suck a dick?
My friend did not force me to suck a dick. Somebody forced me to suck their dick.
Jesus,
Two
that's
people
terrible.
forced me to suck their dick.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's terrible. The fuck?
See, now we're laughing about my trauma.
Yeah. Okay, so now I see why this is weird.
Yeah, now you get it. Now you fucking get it.
Yeah, you're like, I love this person. I don't want them to go through that.
You're horrified, and you're like, I'm fine.
It's fine. Let's not fucking talk about it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is gonna make a fucking cool episode, though, for sure.
Hell yeah. Let's make our trauma into art.
It's fucking art, dude. Now you know why this way. Yeah, because cashiers want to fucking, hook us out, and we're sucking dicks, but not consensual. That sucks, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. That's rapey as fuck.
Yep, very much
Bitches.
so.
Yeah.
So,
anyway.
I'm fine. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. You went through that, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
So, what's some more pettiness that you did this week?
I was trying to think of ways that I could prank my coworker, but all the things I could think of were like slightly would get me fired, so I can't do any of them.
Can you elaborate on one of them for your pettiness?
One of them I was like gonna leave their car light on so that they can start it, but then I was like, shit, that's not good. That'll definitely get me fired. So.
That's a little too mean on the prank side. Like,
yeah.
Pranks are a good amount of.
They put sticky notes all over my car. That was really funny. I've had my car like confetti bombed. That kind of sucked actually, because it took 4 hours to clean up.
Oh, that sounds like that's kind of.
I've had food coloring on my windshield.
That's mean too, Jesus.
And then it froze on there because it was.
Is this all in good fun, or does your coworker not like you?
No, these are two different coworkers. This was from my old job, and then the one I'm talking about now is from a different job. I have so many jobs. Like, there's so many jobs I have. I have like 6 jobs, guys. I just choose whatever job. I have like 12 jobs. I do. Yep, hand job. I got.
I thought you weren't on Oh my god. Did I do anything else petty in the last week? What happened this weekend?
What the fuck happened this weekend?
What did I do this weekend?
Oh, I kind of just laid low.
I didn't do much either.
Oh, I went to Door County.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I don't know if I did anything else petty this week.
Except I have endometriosis, so it sucked. I was like fucking dying in pain, and then my mom invited my sister, and my sister brought her boyfriend, and that was fun, but like, I don't know. Yeah. And then I had this hotel card that opened a different room that wasn't my room. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah, basically, like, I opened room 313.
The key opened the other door.
Yeah, it was just peculiar. So we were like, maybe we should just, like, use both rooms. But then I figured, like, what if somebody, like, actually paid for that room, and then they show up, and then all of a sudden I'm in a room with a stranger, and then that equals murder. So
yeah. All not good.
no.
What were we talking about though? My phone went black on us. Like it went down.
Yeah, it went blackout.
It didn't even say storage full.
Your phone blacked out.
It blacked out.
Had
It's
too much
done
to
with
drink.
this shit. We need a better setup, but I'd love to monetize, but you guys stop listening. Will you please listen to our podcast? Please? Pretty please. You like my 2020 look? Get people to listen to our podcast so we can try to monetize this, so we can have a nicer setup, please.
Yeah.
Please, I'm begging you in my podcast, which is so embarrassing. I'm embarrassing myself for you. Please. Okay. Anyway, we were going to talk about pettiness before my phone blacked out. Very rude phone.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
I thought I couldn't think of anything.
Oh.
Maybe, okay, let me think on it.
Okay.
Let me think on my weekend. Did I do anything petty this weekend? I don't know if this is petty or not. I went to a book fair, which was pretty cool. I got to see, meet a ton of authors and buy a couple books. This is probably the petty part, but I have two stories. Anytime I thought the cover art looked like it was made by AI, I walked the fuck away. I considered asking how the art was made to see the answer, but I feared how I would react if they told me it was made by AI. I thought I might get into a fight at the book fair if I knew that something was made by AI. So I chose to stay ignorant and just trust my judgment and hope that I was correct.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened is that a man gave me a free book because he messed up his signature in it. But that man was an ex-NYPD cop, and I don't like cops. And the story is about cops. So now I have a book signed with my name in it by a book I'm never gonna read, and I'm probably going to put into a little library.
What about a cop? The book was about a cop?
Written by an ex-cop about a cop.
And you got it signed?
Yeah, because he offered me a free book. And I was like, cool, a free book. And I wasn't even really thinking at all because I was like, books, authors. I was just I was in my version of I don't know, a place. I don't even know what I would call it. I wouldn't even say heaven necessarily, but I was in a place where temptation, it was you know what, people who gamble, if they go to a casino, how they'll act if they're addicted to gambling.
Yeah, they'll pee on the gambling machine or whatever. Because they're just so addicted to
do that.
No, they do that. If they're
that?
Super addicted to
Okay, well,
gambling. That's why it smells like
I
dead
wouldn't
fish
pee
in
on
there.
any books, but I was in the casino haze, but of a book fair. So
Casino haze, except you're not pissing yourself.
I'm not pissing
because
myself.
Because you're so addicted to books.
I'm not pissing myself, but I'm in a casino haze where everything is just book. I want a book. And so he was talking to us and he offered me a free book and I took it.
Hell yeah.
Not even fucking thinking that it was a cop book by an ex-cop. So, and I'm probably going to put that book in a little library, which I don't know if it's petty or not, but I'm not reading a book by a cop. I'm not reading Copaganda, okay?
Copaganda.
Copaganda. The only Copaganda I enjoy is Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and that's the most woke Copaganda there is.
Oh, Reno 9.
Never watched it.
Yeah, I actually have never seen that either, but I like that dude's shorts, and he was making jokes about it.
I like Andy Samberg, and I like sitcoms, and I like...
I like Andy Samberg, too.
And Michael Schur. Michael Schur's who wrote it, I think, because he wrote The Office and
his wife
The Good
is
Place.
cool, too.
Michael Schur's just a good sitcom writer, so Brooklyn Nine-Nine was fucking good. It still is Copaganda, but it was good Copaganda. Not good that it worked on me, but funny, like a sitcom's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Have you thought of a pettiness of the week?
Pettiness. I don't have a lot of pettiness in me, but once in a while, except for, scolding that guy at the burrito restaurant.
It. Anyone who's rude to servers deserves being roasted.
Yeah, it was better than the time I was at Denny's and I screamed at this guy for being rude to the waitresses.
As you should.
I was like, listen here, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you don't have a pettiness, that's okay.
Yeah.
That happens. We're not always petty. I think I have more pleasantries, but I have to think on which one I want to pick. Because,
Yeah.
I want to talk about something good in life. What's something good in life?
I went to Cave Point. That was cool.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was super. The water was super, super blue, and I found some cool rocks.
I guess a pleasantry I have right now is that I'm excited for our trip. Because it's in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's exciting.
We're going to Mackinac Island. There's a bar restaurant there called Pink Pony, which makes me think of Chaperone, obviously.
Oh, cool.
And it's on our itinerary to go. Obviously, we could sway from the itinerary if we want, but I made one. And I'm just thinking we're going to have a lot of fun.
I think so, too.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Maybe we could record an episode there, in the hotel room. We just can't use this mic then if we do that.
Yeah, that's okay.
We'd have to use our old little shitty mics. I'm using them
They work.
They work. I just use them for I'm gonna plug myself real quick. I just used them for an interview of the intimacy coordinator of the pilot episode of my show Instability. If you're interested in my show, the YouTube channel is at Instability TEEVEE. Instability TV was taken. I don't know who did that, but rude.
It's for real. But I like TV.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah. So, and then our Facebook page and Instagram and TikTok are Instability the TV show or Instability TV. You can find us. I'm currently not logged into any TikToks right now. So, but I have somebody in charge of it. So, but plugging myself, we're working on editing the pilot and hopefully we'll be submitting to film festival soon. Anyway.
That's sick.
It is sick. I'm excited.
It's exciting.
Speaking of TikToks, did you get into our Old to Young podcast TikTok or did it not let you in?
It didn't.
I think we have to make a new one because it won't let either
I already
of us.
made a new one.
You made a new one? Okay, good. Because it won't let us back in. I don't know what the fuck I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hit reset password and it would let me reset it and then it wouldn't let me log in with the new password. I don't know what I did.
Super weird.
I don't know what I did. I had this passwords document at work too, and I went to work on Monday and I opened it up to look at what the password was for our podcast TikTok, and I had put the right password in multiple times and it wouldn't let me in.
Oh wow.
So I have no idea. I have no idea why we were logged out. I mean, I logged out to try to remember the password so I could give it to you.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't fucking let me in.
Damn.
What did you make the new at since we already had Old to Young podcast? Or Old to Young? What did you make?
I just add an S on the end.
Old to Youngs?
No, podcasts.
Ah, I see. Okay, great. Yeah.
It's just plural now.
I am feeling like I'm probably going to re-download social media pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I almost did Tuesday afternoon, and then I was like, okay, less than 48 hours isn't enough of the break that you wanted, but I'm thinking 1 week will be good.
Oh hell yeah!
But
good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just had to get out of my head a little bit, thinking about the people, because those comments that people leave, they internalize whether or not you want to believe them, and if you believe, I don't fucking believe them.
Mm-hmm.
I made a TikTok. The latest TikTok that got so many mean comments for no reason. I don't even know how it ended up on these people's For You page. Jeez. So there's this TikToker who does how many miles are you running today thing with people and she'll say she's gonna buy people new shoes after they run however many miles with her. She's never bought somebody a pair of shoes, okay?
What the fuck?
But the worst thing she did... Oh, the worst thing she did, though, is that she recently did, like, an interview, like, the running interview she does. But she didn't run. She walked with, what the fuck is her name? Like, the Secretary of Press or something of the White House or something like that. I can't remember her name. She's awful. She's, like, a fascist, evil bitch.
Yeah, I saw that Harvard did grammatic, like grammar errors or whatever, on one of the letters that the secretary.
Yeah. So what I did was I noticed my TikTok was filling up with these like runners, and I didn't know why because I'm not a runner, but I was reading all these TikToks that were like talking about these runners that were like anti-fascist and like talking about how they had like morals and would never do something like this. So I made just like a simple TikTok, literally just talking to my phone, not good lighting or anything, not anything that would go to the For You page like super fast. And at first it had like 11 likes. I had to remove like 10 comments from this TikTok because they were so mean. I made a TikTok saying, I love seeing all these runners on my For You page that are so anti-fascist and standing up against this bullshit. And I said I'm not even a runner and I'm following all you guys. And I hashtagged FYP and running. How did it get to the fascists? I don't know. But these fascists are commenting, we can tell you don't run. First off, any body type can be a runner. Yeah. Dumbass. Second off, just because I don't run doesn't mean I don't exercise. Dumbass. Like...
Yeah. You're hot as hell. They're fucking
running
assholes.
isn't the only fucking exercise there is. What? So they were like, this isn't the first time I've gotten like a bunch of mean comments on a TikTok either. So I deleted them all and I was going to try to stay on TikTok, but then I kept going back to the video to look at check my comments. Like I wanted to see if anyone else was going to be mean to me. And I was like, this is getting obsessive and weird and I don't want to feel like this. So I was like, it's time for a break.
Yeah, good for you.
But that's like what you were saying about your pet peeve, like people commenting unnecessary things.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Don't comment on people's bodies and like their like just what the fuck is wrong with people?
It's
seriously
fucking weird. Like it's really fucking weird to be so obsessive with somebody else's body.
It is.
And care so much about if I eat this or do this. Like, how is it hard if I didn't work out and all I ate was Wendy's? Why the fuck do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care? And don't play some bullshit like you give a shit about health, because no you don't. You don't support universal health care. You don't give a shit about mentally ill people. You don't give a shit about the immigrants being separated from their family. You don't give a shit about trans people having access to good health, like gender affirming care. You don't give a shit about health. You hate fat people, and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being fat. Like, it's just a word. It's just how you look. It's a body type. It's not anything but that.
People are psychos. They're just hateful people who obviously have their own insecurities and project it on other people for fun because they're just so unhappy with their lives and they don't have any friends. And they probably just cry and jack off all day to pictures of like their ex-girlfriend, and then like they're super like, you know, like they probably had like they were in sports ball and then they had like a knee injury and then they
peaked in high school.
Or
you know what, they're in high school. I like, again, like, why do I give a shit about why some random men are commenting on my TikTok? Like, I don't give a fuck about you. You could die in a hole and I wouldn't care.
Trump supporters for sure.
Yeah, like, why do I care what a Trump supporter thinks?
I think because...
Why do I care?
Because you put anti-fascist, that's definitely fucking Trump supporters.
I said the word, though. I didn't, like, hashtag it.
Oh.
Like, I don't know how they found it.
Maybe because the running people all love Trump.
That's the point, that the runners don't all love Trump. Because I was making the TikTok about the runners who are anti-fascist.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought the time was frozen for a second. I was like, what the fuck's going on with the phone?
Yeah, you made the point that the runners.
That's like why I would made the TikTok in the first place, because all these runners were popping up on my For You page.
But maybe the hashtag that was runners somehow got to the Trump supporter runners.
Yeah.
Got a hold of it somehow. I don't know how.
God forbid I don't like to run. Okay, like I work out. I just don't like running.
Everyone who likes running is a psychopath. Sorry, you're a psychopath. Yeah. Who the fuck likes running?
Like, if I see you running, what are we running from?
Yeah,
or to?
Yeah, like I'm gonna start running too, because I think we're fleeing from the police. Or
adrenaline will hit you if you have to run fast from something.
I used to do the pacer test pretty good, but
I hated the pacer.
Like, yeah, I would be like the last woman standing.
And I've literally tried to run. Okay, like I've done running like with my mom outside. I've done like running by myself outside. I've done running on a treadmill. Running on a treadmill is like my go-to, because it's easier to keep a pace on a treadmill, because it is a pace. Yeah. If I'm outside, if I'm listening to a good song, I'm gonna start going way too fast and be out of breath in 3 minutes.
I always think I'm gonna shoot backwards
when you're running.
On the treadmill.
Oh, really? I don't see, and I still don't really run on a treadmill. I walk really fast on an incline.
Hell yeah!
Trying to get my ass and abs in good shape.
Ass
ab
and ass. I do the stairs.
I've done those.
I like that. I feel like I'm like my ass probably looks beautiful.
I'm
up
sure.
On that thing.
See, the treadmill, the nice thing about the treadmill, walking fast on an incline on a treadmill, is that I can read a book. I feel like if I try to read a book on the stair climber, that I'll like fall off the stair climber.
Have you ever heard that song Ass Like That by Victoria Monet? It's a good one.
I think I have. I love Victoria Monet.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I love Victoria Monet. What else is going on? I'm so tired. Like, we normally record on Fridays because that's just how it works out most of the time, and Fridays are such a good, like, energy day, like, cause we finished the work week. I mean, you're done on Thursday, but I finished my work weekend by Friday night, and we're in a good mood. A lot of times we do something after we finish recording, like we go get food or we go to karaoke.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Like, and we're in like good spirits. And like right now, like it's not that I'm not in like a good spirit, it's that I'm not in a Friday good spirits. Like I'm tired. After this, I'm like, I want to go to the gym. I don't know if I'll make it to the gym. I have to edit the last episode of our podcast because we're late. Because we were supposed to post one today, but our audio went out. So, and I want to do all that. I also want to read tonight, like, and all of that. And, like, life, it's just like, and then, like, you want to do all this stuff after work, and before you know it, it's 2 a.m. and you have to be up in 5 hours.
Right.
And it's like, and you got to do it all over again. And I don't even have kids. I did all this shit to myself. Like, I could have the life where I come home from work and I just read and like watch TV and hang out with my cats. But it's not good enough for me. Like, it's not enough for me. Like, not that like life, like my family and friends aren't enough. Just working my job isn't enough. Like, I need hobbies, passions, and like side hustles that could get me out of my job. Like, I have dreams that I've had for so fucking long that I'm not gonna let go of them. And that means being fucking busy as shit. I'm busy as shit. I was looking through my like schedule for the summer and trying to figure out like when I could do something fun. And like obviously there's fun stuff planned already, but like we were talking about going to Milwaukee for Pride, and that's not gonna work out anymore because you forgot about something.
I had to go to a funeral.
So, but I was trying to figure out when we could go to Milwaukee and go to Mad Planet, and I was like, when the fuck can I go to Milwaukee? Like, I don't know. I was also, and then I was thinking about, since I deleted TikTok off my phone, I was also thinking about having like a whole internet week, like no internet weekend, like somewhere. And I was looking at my schedule for that, and I was like, I don't have fucking time or money to like book a cabin somewhere and have like a no internet weekend where I read and
you can do a camping.
That's what Isaac suggested.
Do you like camping?
No.
You can sleep in your car in a campground.
Yeah.
Do you like sleeping in your car?
I guess we could. No, I guess we could tent camp if we had to, but I also don't know when we'd have time to do that either.
Yeah.
Like, that's another, like, we're both busy. Like, he's going back to school and working, and he works weekends, and I work weekdays, so it's like, when would we fucking go camping?
Shit.
I know, I need to figure something out, though, because, I mean, I think I'm okay now. Like, I'm still using the internet, obviously, but I'm not, like, on TikTok obsessively checking the comments for mean ones.
That's good.
So.
I'm proud of you. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Fuck you, motherfuckers.
My only regret is not blocking them before deleting their comments. Because I deleted their comments, and then I have no way to find them to block them.
Yeah.
So, next time I get some mean comments, you're getting fucking blocked. Because I'm not dealing. I'm not fucking dealing. I'll block every single one of you. I do not care. As much as I do want to, like, build a platform and have people following me and kind of be, like, somewhat of an influencer-ish. I say ish because I don't want to be, like, the kind of influencer that, I don't know. I want to actually, like, believe in the brands I influence and shit. If I do that. But I have to get used to mean comments, but I actually don't give a shit because I'll just block every single one of you. I don't care if I never get to 1 million followers because I've blocked 3 million people for being mean to me. Don't be mean to me.
Right.
I'm not dealing with your fucking meanness. I'm going to fucking block you. I don't have to put up with this shit. I've had enough of people being mean to me. I've been bullied literally since I, like, had to interact with people. So go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
We went through our segment really fast in this episode. Like our 3P.
Oh, yeah.
Because the last episode, it took, like, the whole episode to get through our 3Ps because we were, like, ranting about everything.
Oh,
and in this one, we went through them in, like, 10 minutes.
Oh, that's funny.
The other night, Mickey and I went to have pie after the protest. And we looked at each other and just began telling each other stuff we didn't think each other knew.
Yeah, over pie.
Over some pie.
Dude, that pie's so good.
That was some good pie. I like food, so.
No, I want it again.
So, should we do that again? Should we try to tell each other things we don't think the other one knows?
Oh, I thought you meant eat pie.
Oh, I wish, but I think it'll be close to 10 by the time we're, like, wrapping up shit.
Yeah.
So, we can't be those people.
That eat pie.
Not that eat pie, that go into a restaurant too close to closing. That can't be me. I could never be that person because I worked as a server and I don't do that stuff. Ugh.
Yeah.
No,
I don't do that either.
I'd have to
even
be
if
like,
it's 30 minutes, I'm like,
I know 30, like, even an hour I feel too rushed. Like,
well,
it's
depends. If you're
an
just
hour is not too bad, but, like, I feel rushed because I want to be out I want to be out at the 30-minute before closing mark.
Yes.
So that gives you only 30 minutes to, like, hang out and talk. If you're by yourself, you can scarf down some pie and get out of there quickly.
Very sure. Yeah.
But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I wonder if people listening ever get frustrated when we lose our train of thought because they're, like, more like they're yelling at our phone. That's what you were talking about. You were talking about this. You were talking about this. And we're like, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is like when we do record episodes, it is like 2 hours of talking, so it's kind of.
I know. I have to cut out so many silences when I edit.
Because after a while, I think that we just forget. Like, we just kind of.
Yeah. What the fuck was I talking? I still don't remember what I was talking about. We were talking about pie.
Oh, we were talking about telling each other things that we thought we would wouldn't know about each other. And you said you played basketball, right?
Yeah. I also said that I tricked 2 guys into thinking they were going to have a threesome with me.
Oh, yeah, that one was pretty crazy.
I guess I'll tell the story again. I love telling the story. Actually, I think it's so fucking funny.
That is really funny.
So, back in summer of 2020, you know, when everyone was pretty bored because everything's on lockdown, my friends and I, we would hang out in my apartment and drink and chill. And we were drinking and chilling at my apartment, and this guy that I had been talking to somewhat in the spring messaged me and wanted to hook up. And I texted him and I said, my friends are over, and he's like, can they leave? And he was like, but my friend's with me. And then one of my friends saw the messages and was like, oh, is that so-and-so? And I was like, yeah, do you know him? And he was like, yeah, we went to high school together briefly. So my friends convinced me to invite him over while they're still there. And then he tells me, oh, my friend's with me too. Like, my best friend's with me too. So I'm like, bring him. And like, with the like smirky face, like, oh yeah, we're all gonna do it. Yeah. And they get there. And we've gotten some props ready, okay? So the door, do you remember this apartment, the 1-bedroom? That you dyed my hair pink in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the back door like by the parking lot where they parked goes straight to my bedroom, which is like a weird concept. But it went straight to my bedroom where my bed was. So to prepare with props, we put all of my adult toys on the bed. And they walk in, they look at it, and they're kind of confused.
You put a bunch of dildos on your bed?
I have more than dildos. But yeah,
what do you all have in there?
We're not getting into that. We're not getting into all that.
Why? It's funny.
Trying to get my secrets.
Anal beads, you know.
Actually, I don't have any of those.
No?
No.
What else is there? I used to use...
I had a strap on.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna peg this guy, but I never got to.
I've done that, kind of. I handheld it.
Oh, I see.
Actually, it was not good.
Oh, I had so much fun when I pegged someone.
Yeah, well...
I enjoyed it.
Something happened during mine.
I think I know, and let's just move on. Proper preparation and cleaning is important to that sort of fun. Anyway.
I was on drugs.
Okay. I was not. Anyway, they come in.
Long time ago. I don't do that anymore.
They see my bed. We kind of move through the apartment. We get to like the living room where my friends are. And my friend that knows these people starts pretending to be my drunken husband. And who came home to catch me cheating. And from there, it was just interactive theater, really. I hosted an interactive theater at my 1-bedroom apartment. They ended up leaving. I never talked to them again. Turns out they kind of suck. Like, they're like Trump supporters and assholes and like said racist things. Like, I like made you know that like TikTok trend with oh my god, what's that Muppet's name with the like a prayer?
Grover?
No, he's like a little shrimp, but not really. He's not a shrimp.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
I knew his name when it was a big trend, and now it's gone from my brain. But anyway, I made a TikTok with that like a prayer Muppet meme, and some friends of mine commented on it, and they wanted to know who it was. And I messaged them, and I was like, this is who it was. And they're like, they knew them too. And they're like, oh yeah, it's fine that you did that because they like said some really racist shit to me. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, cool. I'm glad I tricked them. Glad I never slept with him either, so.
Yeah, fuck that.
I dodged a bullet.
Yeah. What the fuck?
And I had some fun doing interactive theater.
Yeah. So did they really think that you had a husband?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they thought that because they recognized him. They were trying to like say that they knew him, and he was saying, no, I don't know you guys. So I don't know. They probably figured it out. I thought you were going to ask me if they really thought they were going to have a threesome with me. And yes, they did. They did think that. They did not. They failed. Because I was tricking them. Anyway.
You just put all your toys on their bed. And then just...
Yeah.
Just pretend like you're having an affair, and then the husband comes in.
Neither of us are wearing rings either, by the way. Like, we did not do a good job on the full prop.
You should recreate this moment.
would I trick this time?
Maybe another person from Tinder, and then be like, guess what? If you don't give me $50 in gift cards, like, you know, kind of like Easy
like
A.
A fake sugar
Remember
daddy.
Easy A? But
dude, I haven't watched Easy A in
backwards.
so long, but I kind of want to go. I want to watch it again
Like,
because I keep seeing clips of it.
Give me a $50 Home Depot card to have this threesome. I guess that's kind of being a hooker, like, but not
blackmailing too.
Blackmailing and hookerism.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I don't know.
I was just bored. It was 2020. There was nothing to do.
Well, not like you would actually just be like, yeah, and give me my money up front. I don't think they would believe
now
that
that I
either.
think about it, that might be the craziest thing I've ever done because I was bored.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you should pretend to, yeah, I don't really know what I'm going for there. I was like, maybe.
I don't think you guys
somehow
should
you
pretend that you're going to have a threesome with two guys
unless
your two friends that are like at your house are also guys, because if I was going to pull this trick off by myself, that might have been really fucking dangerous.
And don't try to, you know, get a Home Depot card somewhere in the midst, because I'm pretty sure that would be, that would be.
Do you think those guys I tricked...
That'd probably be illegal.
Do you think those guys I tricked still think about me doing that? Do you think they still think what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Because it's such a weird interaction to go through.
Very weird. I'm still a little confused, to be honest with you. I still don't really know.
I said, we were fucking bored and drunk and just thought this would be funny, and it was. It was funny in the moment.
Yeah.
I think I broke character a lot. I kept laughing.
I don't know where you would get a Home Depot card in the midst of that. But
I'm still confused about this Home Depot card that you want to include in my story that happened almost 5 years ago. Let me time travel back. Fallon, here's some Home Depot cards.
I don't even go to Home Depot. What would we go there for?
What's the Home Depot? Oh, the Home Depot.
Vinyl plank wood floor? I don't know.
The Home Depot theme. How does the Home Depot theme go again? All right, y'all. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys.
This is Fallonwrites. Again, you can find me on my socials at Fallonwrites or Fallonwrites11. I have everything but Twitter because fuck Elon Musk.
This is Mick Mullet here. I'm still here. Mentally, I don't know. I might have left the building a couple minutes ago. I don't know. So I think I'm actually at a Perkins right now.
That sounds pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie.
But yes, catch you later. Bye.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening, guys.